Sweet. Looks like we're live. Looks like it's working. It's been a while. It's been a while. Hope you guys are doing well. I forgot how to do this almost. But I figured we could chat for a minute. Let me know if you get the notifications, by the way. I was going to do some resume reviews, but my heart's not in it today. Like, I just can't. Figured we'd just chat for a minute instead. I would just tell you. Look, I'm going to show you guys something. Yesterday when I went flying, not in the airplane, but like speed flying, I almost crashed into a mountain. Like just splat type deal. An HR lady was at the bottom. She caught it. That was crazy. That was crazy. Look, I can link it to you guys too. Actually, I'll just show you. It's unlisted, but it scared me, man. So I took the rest of the day off yesterday. I just didn't do anything. You guys can go look at it here if you want. And you'd think that it would be like, you know, one scary way to stop doing that, but like, nope. We can watch it together. We can watch it together in 6K and I can explain to you exactly what happened. And then we'll also talk about how I was going to take a check ride today. Today was the day I was supposed to have my pilot's license, but I couldn't manage to pass the written exam. And I've taken it so many times. And I feel like a giant failure. But here, let me show you. Let me show you what this looks like. I can walk you through what happened. It was crazy. I was gonna make an update video on all this stuff, but is this desktop? All right, here I'll walk you through it. This is me. This is me at the top of the mountain. I run down the mountain. Right? So far, so good. Nope, just flying along. Everything's looking good. It started swinging by itself, right? Well, it's probably because of me, but I've been trying to figure out what it did. And so then I'm swinging. And I'm not doing this on purpose. And you see that right here? I managed to correct it just in time to not slam into the ground. We could rewind it. And this was probably, I don't know, like 13 hours ago. Or not 13 hours. It's like this was yesterday. Maybe like 24 hours ago. Get a tutor. That's not how it works with the written exam, really. You just have to take the test over and over and over and over. You kind of have to memorize the silly things. Yeah, that was crazy, dude. This has been like my dream sport since I lived in Georgia. So I swing up, and then I swing around. So in this part, I thought I was done. I thought I was gone right here. Thought it was game over, man. As you can see, looks like I'm just about to go splat. But nope, I pulled it up. That was probably like 70 feet. It's hard to say, like, but this entire mountain's like 300 feet from top to bottom. It doesn't look that high. Like this probably looks like 5 feet, right? But this is probably like 50 feet. One draft caused by mountain? No, it was caused by me. I just don't know what I did. I've been trying to figure that out for a day. But it looks like you're doing some acrobatic moves. Yeah, not on purpose though. Anyway, so that's what happened yesterday. Almost died. Because the thing is, like, I don't know, maybe like a month and a half ago, I was there. There was another guy, and he was doing the same thing. And he did a loop, and he couldn't correct it. He couldn't correct the turn, and he just swung straight into the mountain. And I have it on video too. Like I did not the part where he hit the mountain, but like all the police and ambulances come and stuff. And I was like, when that was happening to me, I was like, oh God, this is me. Oh boy. And then, yeah, I don't know. like it scared me at first, but now I'm just like really curious what I did because I never wanted that to happen again, you know? So I'm trying to use that as like a learning experience. This is totally unrelated to the channel, but like this is the stuff that I'm passionate about. This is what I do when I'm not doing YouTube. I run off mountains. But yesterday was, you know, was something to think about. Mission Impossible Dev Edition. Yo, Josh, keep doing skits. Yeah, I got some pretty funny skits coming up. The next one will probably be like how companies decide to pay you. That'll be a good one. But anyways, yeah, so today I was supposed to be a pilot. Today I was supposed to take my final pilot test and get out and have my pilot's license to fly airplanes and take people and passengers. Nope. Now I have to wait like a month. Josh, maybe it's a sign you shouldn't fly. I don't believe in any of that nonsense. I think it's a sign to get better, learn from your mistakes, and not roll. What's up, my dude? Did every happy moment of your life pass by? No. No. I didn't have any life flash before my eyes. The only thing I remember saying out loud is, oh shit. Fix this. Do you need a license? Not technically. I have one. I have a license to paraglide and speed fly, but you don't technically need one. It's not governed, really. I mean, you have to obey airspace stuff, but like, that's my license for paragliding. What up, Sean? Haven't seen you around in a while. Hope you're doing well. What up, Betty? Do what you like, man. Enjoy life. I try to, but you gotta pay the bills, you know. You're gonna buy an airplane and label it as a company expenditure? I mean, that's what all the rich people do anyways, but I asked my accountants. My accountant said that if you buy an airplane, you'll probably get audited. And I was like, okay, well, I haven't done anything. And they're like, really, Josh? We don't want to deal with that. And I was like, yeah, I mean, neither do I, but how do all these other rich people buy jets? Josh, paramotor 1010? Paramotor would be dope, but you're limited to the same conditions. Like if it's too windy outside, you can't fly. Paramotors are great if you A, don't have mountains, and B, there's no wind. Then they're great. Otherwise, you don't need it. Think flying with passengers is illegal? No. If you're a private pilot, you can take 5 people with you. Max. We don't want to deal with that. Yeah, no, my accountants don't want to deal with being with having clients that are audited because I don't want to deal with being audited. Number one, because you won't be able to do anything for like 2 weeks. You'll just be like hunting for receipts that are 5 years old. That'll be your life. You ever thought of becoming a commercial pilot? Have you seen the industry right now? Every commercial pilot is like, okay, what do I do? Nah, I'm not interested in that. I want to be a pilot that's incidental to what I do to work, not my whole work. I don't want to get paid for transport. Thanks for making the interview course and develop a roadmap. I lost my job. Hope to move into web dev. Thanks for the help. Hey, dude, I hope it helps, man. If you have any questions, let me know. What's the time? It's lunchtime. It's 12:30. It's 12:30 today. Get the airplane. I'd love to get an airplane and fly out to visit all of you guys and document brand building. But I have to get a pilot's license first. Are developers on Adderall? I don't know. If you really want a plane, you have to get a new accountant. I think what you have to do is you have to basically claim that if you buy it, it's a mixed use. So the IRS will get really stingy when you start writing off 100% of things. Like if you write off 100% of the airplane and say, I'm only using it for business, then they'll be like, it'd be like if you tried to write off 100% of your phone and you only have one phone. The IRS would be like, really? You've never received a personal phone call? Grab a beer. It's Friday. Hey, thanks, Kev. Appreciate that, man. Josh, you still cool with the cool boss you interviewed? How's she doing? I see her on Instagram sometimes. She's just, most of the time she's with her dog hiking. And she seems fine. Should I drop out as an engineer? What? What's the topic for today? We're just hanging out for a minute, just doing some life updates. It's not like you can't take the test again. I gotta go take the official exam, but like there's just been some mix-ups because like my instructor got a new job, so he can't really instruct during the day anymore. He has a new like 9-to-5 job, so like I believe the IRS now lets you deduct the full plane. Yeah, I mean the full phone. The IRS is not gonna. I mean, they'll let you deduct the full phone, and then the IRS will come knocking and be like, "Really, you've never received a personal phone call or a personal email or a personal text message ever, and you only have one phone." Okay. Good luck. It'd be like if you had a car, just one car, and you deduct 100% of it for business. They're gonna be like, "Oh, the IRS is gonna say, oh, you walk to the grocery store? That's how you get all your food? You've never taken your car for anything personal?" You can't deduct personal assets like that at 100%. That's called a mixed use asset. Last sketch was dope. Yeah, dude, it was like riddled. It was riddled with technical difficulties the whole time I filmed that. That was actually filmed over 2 days. I filmed it one night, and then I was editing it, and it was almost done. And I was about to click publish. And then I went back and filmed some more to correct it. I don't know if you guys can tell by the lighting, but it worked out. How's the job market for software engineer in Helsinki? I have no idea. Helsinki is just a bunch of game devs. Is it worth becoming a WordPress developer if you want to focus on a creative side and help smaller businesses, or go normal web developer route? Do whatever is pragmatic. Do whatever makes you make money quick, reliable, quality, you know? Like, why do you want to make a React app from scratch if you're going to end up with a static website that you could make in 5 minutes? Doesn't make any sense. Is there a license for helicopters? Yes. But I don't have it. Helicopters are more expensive, and pilots for helicopters get paid way less. What are the life updates? Life updates are that I almost died yesterday. And then I failed being able to get my pilot's license today. And it sucks. And I'm just here to tell you all that I'm very disappointed in myself. Mainly. But I hope you guys are well. Can we have your Steam account name? That's a no. Why? Type of development do you do most? Like 0. I only develop if I have to. It's not fun for me. Are you on an H-1B? Yep. Confirmed. I was trying to find people to pair program with, and Reddit flagged my post. You can't self-promote on Reddit. Reddit hates anyone that's not Jimmy Fallon. Pretty much. What do you think about freelancing on Fiverr? You have to drive traffic to yourself. Why should they pick you on Fiverr over anyone else? That's the main thing. That's the main problem. What do you hate most about people driving in Utah? Just Utah's where they test out all the weird things, all the different new intersections that they come up with. They just slap it in Utah. You look Indian. Were you born in India? Yeah, I was. I'm from Mumbai. How'd you know? Why do you think the accident almost happened? It looked like you were close to stalling. No, there's enough speed not to stall. It was just rolling, and I don't know what caused it to roll. So I've been replaying over and over and over in my head why this wing started rolling, or why I started rolling the wing, because I was giving it no input. And they say if the wing gets out of control, put your hands up, don't give it any input. So that's what I did, and that exacerbated the roll into the mountain. And then I was like, okay, I gotta figure this out. So I pulled the right brake when I was turning down, and that slowed the turn. So what held you back from getting your pilot's license? I didn't. You have to have the written exam done 3 days before you take the actual ride, where the dude sits next to you and flies along with you. You have to take the written. It's a 2.5 hour written exam with 60 questions, and they're really hard and really random. It's like trying to memorize IRS tax code by the section. That's what it is. That's the FAA makes you memorize all these airplane rules, like what can you do as a pilot but not as a, like, I don't know. There's just like, what is the exact regulation for this date and this time for when you have to have this done? And it's like, it's literally like just reading through an encyclopedia or the dictionary or something. Any goals after reaching 300K subs? I don't know. What are your plans for future content? I'm gonna make more skits. Those are pretty fun. They're pretty easy to make, but they don't do a lot in terms of ad revenue. So I don't want to make them longer, right? Because they're not funny if you make them long. If you drag it out, it just loses humor. But I was thinking about maybe doing more skits and like making a Patreon or something. Thank you for the 1,000 huffs, sir. Any updates with your family? I don't have any updates, man. I was looking at my phone earlier, like looking for some text messages to find some stuff. And it's been over 2 months. It's been over 2 months since they said, I hope you have a nice life without your family, Josh. Nobody said anything to me. Do you think that you have a probability of getting a green card? Yeah, I'm on a green card right now. What's your CPM? It varies. Can you make a skit with HR? Yeah, I make skits with her, but like I have to be careful, right? Because I don't want her job jeopardized because of me making fun of jobs, you know? She's HR. I'm 1 year away from finishing electrical engineering degree. Would becoming an electrician be dumb? Well, an electrician is not an electrical engineer. Those are two very different jobs. It's like when I graduated with a mechanical engineering degree and my mom was like, oh great, now you can fix my car. And I'm like, that's not what mechanical engineers do. That's not even, I'm the most mechanically inept person ever. Like I play video games and do computer stuff. Like I don't fix cars. I don't work on cars. I'm not mechanically inclined like that. And she's like, but you're a mechanical engineer. You should be able to fix anything. I'm like, Mom. So, should we put canceled internships from big company on our resume? No. Does money bring happiness? To a certain degree. Like once you have enough money to pay your bills, to think about what you really want in life besides just to survive. You know? Dude, I think you should talk to your family. I have nothing to say. You could talk to them if you want. Any issue learning Finnish? Not so much. There's a little bit of culture shock when you first move to another country. It's fun and exciting, and you're like, oh wow, this is great. And then everyone around you is constantly having conversations in Finnish, and then it gets annoying because you can only learn so fast. Do you know Hindi? Yeah, dude. Fluent. You got a mechanical engineering degree to be a web dev? I got a mechanical engineering degree to get a safe, comfy job that paid a nice 65K salary. And then I realized this is not how I want to live my life. So I became a web dev to work remote. I should just say I learned whatever I needed to so I could not be in the office. And so web dev was that route. And then I was like, yeah, this is ass too. So I'll just make content about the corporate world and let people know what it's really like. Is college a scam? No. No, it's not. What up, Anna? USA versus Europe to live? How much do you like guns? That'll answer your question. I think you should reach out to your family. What would you say? How's YouTube without corporate monetization? What do you mean? It's great. If money wasn't an issue, what would you do right now? I'd do what I'm doing right now. I'd live stream and hang out with you guys. Private pilot is easy after you've done a dozen or so free FAA tests. Yeah, I mean, it's not that bad. I can pass the test. I just have to reschedule it. Here, look. This is the life update, if you're curious. Let me show you. We'll watch it again. We watched it a little earlier in the stream, but like this is what happened. I almost flew into a mountain. I don't really have anyone to tell about it. I mean, I told HR lady about it because she was there filming me. But also you guys. So here you can see. So there's me. Flying around. And see how it starts to swing? Like I wasn't doing this. I wasn't pulling on the handles to turn it. I wasn't pulling on the brakes. I was trying to correct it. And what ended up happening was that I made it worse. So then that happened, and I'm flinging around like this. And like right here, right? It looks like I'm about to go back into the mountain. Headed down. This guy right here is watching me. He's like, oh shit. This driver's probably watching me. But then I corrected it and pulled back up right at the last second. And it scared the shit out of me. Got the heart rate up. It didn't make me want to quit or anything. I mean, like, there's been days where I've been flying airplanes that have made me just want to quit and say this is not worth it. Yeah. So I've just been replaying that in my head for like the last day, wondering what I did. When you say you're mechanically inept, great video showing that. True. Have you ever laughed out loud? Oh, dude. Of course. Please film more of your flying. Yeah, sure. I have more. I have what it actually looks like to fly, like what it's supposed to look like, because I did a bunch of other flights before that day, and I did one before that, and it was fine. That was my second flight with that little wing, and I've just almost flung myself into the mountain, but I didn't do I did something clearly, but in my head I didn't do anything like at all, and I just started rocking, and then I was going like, next thing you know, I'm up over the ground like swinging, trying not to keep swinging. How long till flying gets boring? Never, dude. Never. Go do it. Try it. It'll never get boring. How did you go about switching from office job to remote? I learned how to code. That's what I did. And then you go to remoteok.io and we work remotely. Josh will be the next king of random. Bro, don't say that. The fuck is wrong with you? Where are you from, India? Dude, I'm from Mumbai. Can you please? You just completed 3 decades? Yeah, I'm trying to complete at least 6 or 7 decades, you know? Like 9 decades would be ideal. Was something defective in your flight apparatus? Nope, everything was good. Because I didn't like unhook or anything. And I just did one before that. It was just super sensitive. I don't know how to explain it, but like it's so sensitive. It's like this much pressure with your fingers just does that to you in the air. So if you lean the other way. Did you get a disapproval from your PPL test or discontinuance? I'm gonna see if I've been following. Yeah, Jordan. So my check ride was today, but I didn't pass the written exam in time. My the instructor that was gonna let me do it went on vacation, so he was gonna sign me off to go take the test, but he went on vacation this week when my check ride was scheduled, so I couldn't take the written exam, couldn't take the actual private pilot's license. It's funny because like right now I would be like getting out of the airplane with my private pilot's license, the thing that I've dreamed of since I was a kid. Whatever, right? We'll just do as Jocko says, and we'll just say good. We'll just say, well, how does he say it? He just says good, right? More time to get better. How do I forget about her and move on? I mean, you probably won't forget about her, but just move on. I'm 16. Is it too late to learn programming? Oh, sorry, dude. If you weren't programming from like 9 weeks old, it's too late. What should you do when you feel like your teachers in engineering were not that helpful? That's a good question because I felt like they were not helpful at all. They just wanted easy money, so they became teachers, even though they don't get paid that much. Is it a matter of doing the test again? I never took the official exam. I just took a bunch of practice tests. I just have to go take the official exam and then get ready for the check ride, and then I'll have it. But like, it just didn't happen, and I don't know. Do you watch Tucker Gott? He does paramotor stuff. Yeah, I watch Tucker Gott a lot. He's pretty cool. He has like a little van, just drives around, flies his paramotor. Alter your test taking strategy. I've been doing free online. I mean, I have curriculum that I've been following. It's just a lot. There's like 700 questions, and they give you 60 of them. They're chosen at random. So like, you can't really memorize them, and some of them require a bunch of math. Like there's some questions that require statics. Like from mechanical engineering, like statics and dynamics, like you have to pull out the calculator, solve for X type deal. And apparently you can become pilot at 17. I don't know. These 17-year-old pilots must be wizards. Or they didn't get those questions. You haven't passed your written yet? You're going to do the written oral on the same day? The oral happens with the check ride. The written's separate. So you go take the written, and then on the check ride day, you do the oral. Did you see the super chat? I might have been sharing the other screen. Hold on. Let me look at that, Ben. Thank you for the donation, by the way. If you're here, thanks for being here. Hope you're having an okay Friday. Weight load calculations, weight and balance. You gotta solve for moment, like torque, rotational force. Let me look. How do I see this? Your activity. Hope the license works out. Oh, thanks, Ben. If you need an endorsement for a written exam, I can give you one via ForeFlight. I don't know. I wouldn't want to go over the instructor's head, you know. I wouldn't want to do that. I don't want, you know. I know I could pass it because I'm passing it by myself now with like 80s, 82, 83%. But they want 3 screenshots of 85%, and the test takes like 3 hours to take. Not really, but like it's a lot of tedious stuff. How to get started with YouTubing? Use your phone and OBS to record your screen if you want. Any advice for a newly enrolled bootcamp student? You're gonna feel like you're learning like more than you can fit in your brain, and that's just how it's gonna be. The advice for that is everyone else feels like that at a bootcamp, but no one's gonna say anything. Everyone's going to individually feel like they're dumb, but no one's going to say that they feel like they're dumb. What a Bryad. How can you read all this? I try to get to everybody. just know that it's okay to feel overwhelmed every day of boot camp until you're done. And then when you're done, you'll feel like, okay, well, I don't know what I'm doing. Welcome to being a web dev. when you get to the point where you're like, that's it, now I'm supposed to like get a job, I don't know what I'm doing. Hey, welcome to the club, buddy. I'm struggling staying motivated to learn code. No one stays motivated to learn code. That's just a bunch of that's some BS. People get into code because they think it's fun, and they're like, oh, this is fun, this is cool, and then they get to the part where like, okay, this is kind of boring. What am I gonna do here? Yeah, I'm not motivated to do this anymore because I'm not really like, why would I learn this? You just do it. You just do it anyways. No one stays motivated at doing anything. Motivation just comes and goes. Discipline, right? You gotta have that discipline. Do you like Flutter? I've never used it. If you got $1 million right now, what's your plan? Just curious. I'd probably invest into assets like real estate because I probably could buy a few cheap properties to leverage my net worth. That's what I'm trying to do. I've been fixing up this house. I don't know if you can see this room, but it's a giant cluster. How's the TRT going? It's all right. Pretty good. I got some pip on the left leg today. That's my concern. I'm scared not to find a job, let alone a trash job. I mean, sometimes you just got to take the trash job and keep looking. And it's okay to do that. You just take a job to get it on your resume, and it makes it easier to get the next one. You don't have to take a job and stay there for 6 months. Just take a job and keep looking. Is becoming a commercial pilot a smart career move? I think all the pilots that are being furloughed right now would say no. But I mean, what's the chances of a pandemic, right? Father and son hits me with the 5. How's it going? It's going good, man. Hope you're doing well. What do you think of Tech Lead? I know he watches my videos. I don't know how many he watches, though, because he comments on some of them. You should watch Trent Palmer. Trent Palmer's great. I didn't know he had a degree in mechanical engineering, though. Shout out to... Hold on. Are you good? Shout out to HR Lady. Trent Palmer's great. I'd like to go fly with Trent Palmer one day. Get a little Kit Fox or bush plane. Like, there are some YouTubers that I watch that if I met, like, I'd be all starstruck. Trent Palmer would be one. Tucker Gott would be one. Like, lots of YouTubers. If I met, I'd be like, oh, wow, it's so cool to meet you. All the people on the Corridor crew. Buy some gold. Landlords are being labeled more and more like oppressors in blue states. Yeah, that's why I don't live in those. So, I live here in Utah. Esso says she needed space for a while, not wanting to break up or anything but space. She was acting distant. Yeah, just say bye.
Yeah.
Just say bye.
Yeah, no.
It's over. It's game over, bro. Just download Tinder. Find a new chick. I just want some space. Why does she want space? Because she's not sure? Okay, well, if she's not sure, she's not going to be sure anytime soon. She wants alternative. Just say bye. Do you know the MERN stack? I could figure it out. Do you leak code? Why? I don't code to code. That's boring. I don't get a rush out of solving leak code problems. Maybe you do. Have you considered this to hide the mics under the shirts for skits? I've thought about it, but I think having the mics for the skit keeps it a little bit more real. I think it adds a little bit of a amateurness to it. Just finished school and deciding career is a lot harder than I was expecting. Yeah, that's how it goes. What's the last project you coded, bro? It's probably like for work. I don't know. I don't code projects unless I have an idea. That should be what you guys do. You should only code if you have things to make. You shouldn't just code to code unless that's really what you like to do. And if you like to do that, more power to you. But you're going to get burnt out if you're just playing around with code all day. I mean, it's okay, I guess, but personally for me, I'm a big picture person. So if I have a project idea or if I have an app idea, which I almost never do, then I don't code. And it should be the same for you guys. You should code with a goal in mind. Like, code is a tool. What are tools used for? Tools are used to build shit so that you can do stuff with that shit. You could sell it. You could use it. You could do whatever you want with it. But just like, don't just get lost in the sauce. That's what everyone does. That's what everyone does that learns how to code. They just get lost in the sauce. They're just coding to code to code. Who's behind you? That's the girlfriend. She's in back. Did you figure out what kind of app you want to build yet? I don't. Not really. Honestly, I would just, if I had an app idea at this point, I would just give it to my Discord and be like, hey, I got this idea. Can you guys build this for me? I don't want to do it. Much rather do the marketing side because that's what I like. Can't find you on LinkedIn, my man. That's because I'm banned. Hardest stuff you build. That's subjective. What does hard mean? Does hard mean it took a long time? Does hard mean you didn't know what to do? What does hard mean? I have apps. I have ideas for apps all day. I just don't have the chops to code them. Yeah, see, I don't have any app ideas because I just don't. I'm not passionate about web dev. Like, I don't care. For me, there's really nothing it does that's exciting for me. It's great skill if you'd like to be employed so that you can work remote, so that you can fuck off all day at home and do what you really want to do, which is different to different people, right? That was my goal. I was like, okay, I can work at home. Okay, cool. Now I can figure out what I really want to do. Can we talk about your merch? Not a lot of people buy it. Do you know marketing outside YouTube and email? Yes. It's called copywriting is what you'd be looking for. All the things from copywriting expand. Creating a company and what to call. Describing the company and about us. If I develop alone but see consultants, other freelancers sometimes. You would just be a dev shop. You'd be like a consultancy. Basically, you'd just be a consultancy. A consultancy that uses outside resources occasionally, which is what consultancies do. I made a really simple electrical wheel calculator. That's dope. Do you need React skills for junior front end? If the job is a junior React position, probably. You ever taken Adderall? No, dude. I don't fuck with anything that messes with your dopamine or serotonin levels. Nope. 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 Does HR lady wear Josh's merch? Yeah, why don't you have my shirt on right now? You should have the grinder eel shirt.
Whoops. I keep trying to get you to make our corporate Kool-Aid.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I've been working on getting together some corporate Kool-Aid and I was gonna put it on Amazon, do the Amazon FBA for corporate Kool-Aid, like pre-workout G Fuel type deal. I think that'd be hilarious.
I need to though, we should.
Put it on your boss's desk right before you quit. Jordan, can you message me on Instagram? We could talk about it. What are your future plans? Just to probably create more skits for now. Like, garbage jobs is fun and all, but like creating skits, like, here's the thing that I've learned with creating skits, is that if I use comedy to get across the realness, everyone's like, ha ha ha, wow, that's so funny. But then if I just say it, everyone's like, Josh, that's just so negative. That's such a negative outlook of the corporate life. But if you make a skit about it, everyone's like, ha ha ha, this doesn't relate to me at all. Ha ha. So if I can just keep making skits and keep making people laugh and engage them that way, I'll take it. Thoughts on .tech or .io domains for portfolio? Just use, it doesn't matter. No one cares what your domain is for your portfolio. Nobody cares. The hiring manager is just going to be like, okay, yep, projects look like, yep, okay, this is kind of what we use at our company, and it's kind of what he used in this project. Okay, next one. Okay, that's kind of what he used, and this is what we'd have him do at our company. Yeah, that's good enough. Like, that's what they do with your portfolio. What's your dream job? This. I don't have a dream job. That's why I do my own thing.
Yeah, you do. It's being retired.
You gotta make. Usually, the dream jobs are the ones that you have to create. If you found a job that seems like your dream job, I doubt it. Started landing because of me, dude. That's dope. It's gonna be rough. It's gonna be tough, just like all boot camps. You can handle it. What's the update on your dad? I don't have one. Hope he's doing well. Young thug or future? Probably future. You're not negative. You're just realistic. But coffee or tea? I'll be honest, the corporate cringe t-shirts are kind of cringe. Oh, for sure, dude. It's called corporate cringe.
What's the point?
Could you make a skit about yuppie ideal workplace that isn't being an independent business owner? You mean my ideal workplace? Why would I make a skit about my ideal workplace? Could I get a mortgage and rent out? If it's your primary residence and you're first time home buyer, no. You gotta wait a year. Why are you using a wire with your Bluetooth headphones? It's a good question because I lost my charging cable and I never charged them. What do you think of competitive programming as a way for software development? I don't think about competitive programming. It's not fun to me. Is it fun for you? I'd rather do game dev. Is a business course relevant to people outside the US? To a degree. Like, the concepts are the same, but like, I can't tell you how to make an LLC in your country if your country doesn't have an LLC. Like Canada doesn't have an LLC, doesn't have an S corp. It's a good idea. How management invade your privacy by using tracking software. Maybe. I can note that down. If you have skit ideas, let me know. I'll write it down. I have one right now called Intern's First Day. I have another one called How Companies Decide to Pay You. Are you working right now? Yeah, I do YouTube, dude. What does your compensation look like? Promotion opportunities, relationship between marketing and dev, and your ideal workplace. I don't have an ideal workplace. That's not working by myself, being my own boss. My promotion, but okay, for most people, I would say like a well thought out lineup if you want to work in a company is I don't know, like promotion doesn't mean anything to me. Like, promotion is, oh, you could have been paying me this money this whole time. Okay, cool. I don't know, it's hard for me to answer. Like, I know too much. I've seen the other side of what it's like to work for yourself and sell your own products. There's no way I could go back to taking a salary. I just couldn't do it. It's like, and then I know that, like, because I do it, I know what these other CEOs are like reaping from their companies. Like, they're making bukus. Forced office party skit? I don't know. I feel like that would be a part of a skit, not an entire skit. How to find business partners to start a code bootcamp startup. What makes your bootcamp unique? That's the first thing that you should figure out. Not business partners. You should figure out what is the problem that your bootcamp solves, and then go to venture capitalists and present that problem with your whiteboard and your deck. But just type in venture capital if that's what you really want to do. Josh, statistically, how did your last skit do? It did channel average in terms of views, so it didn't do underperformed, but it was short video, so it had like no ad revenue. I made no money off that video. The videos need to be 10 minutes or longer. The company I work for scans my computer to make sure I don't browse strange sites. Sounds like you need a side laptop, you know? Did you start programming because of personal interest? I started programming because all the jobs when I typed in remote were programming, and I was like, I played video games and built computers, so I could probably learn how to program. And it's better than sitting here doing PowerPoints and Excel sheets as a mechanical engineer, getting bossed around by these 5 bosses I have. So I'm gonna go be a programmer. I didn't know what I wanted to do with my life. That's a good skill to have, though. Like 18-year-olds are supposed to know what they want to do with their life. They're supposed to take out $100,000 in student loans and know what they want to do with their life. I did that. I took out student loans. I got a degree. I got the job, and I was like, I still don't know if I want to do this. I was expected to know this at 18, and then I learned web dev, and I was like, I don't want to do this either. Still don't know what I want to do. I'll just figure out a way. And so that's what I did, and here I am. Did you not code in college? You take like 1 code class in mechanical engineering. How long it took you to become a programmer? I think it took me like the 3 months of the boot camp, the part-time boot camp, and like 3 weeks after that. Do you regret getting a mechanical engineering degree? I mean, it doesn't do anything for me. I make a living my own way. So yeah, I heard you're balding. Nah, bro. Look, I got hair for days. I was. I heard you were balding. Keep that past tense, boy. The lights back there, those are called nano leaves. They're from Best Buy. They're like $100, but I don't think they're worth $100. You only get, how many is that? 2, 4, 6. You get nine nano leaves. How much time to learn Java? Oh, Kevin, I'm glad you asked. I've been waiting for this question all day. It requires approximately, I think it's 432 hours and 32 minutes, 26 seconds. That's, if you can't learn Java in that time, it's over, dude. It's done. Give up. Get a new career. New job prospects. Sorry. We're joking, Kevin. Dude, pair with a dropshipping YouTuber and make a series on how to dropship as a programmer. How to dropship as a programmer is the same thing for how to dropship as a taxi driver or a mechanical engineer. How to dropship as insert whatever. You're just dropshipping. You're not doing anything revolutionary. You're just buying stuff from China on Alibaba, and then you're selling it on your shitty Shopify website for more than you paid at Alibaba. And then you're using Facebook ads to market it and hope you hope people buy. That's it. Boom. Shopify. Done. Dropshipping. Done. Make a video on how to get girls. Okay, you want to do that? You want to make a video on how to get girls?
You got one.
Huh?
You got one.
We can get another one. We just throw a third in?
Yeah, I'm an expert.
Okay. $420 hours and 42 seconds. 32 seconds. What degree would you have gotten instead, if forced? Probably that degree then. Should I try to get a job at 17 as a web dev? Yeah, just don't make it a big deal about your age. If you try to get a job as a dev and you're young, don't make it about your age. A lot of young people make it about their age, so it's really awkward, so stop making it awkward. Stop talking about how old you are. If they ask how old you are, just be like, old enough to do the job. Yeah, do you want to expand the team and get a second or third one?
Gross.
Fourth one?
Sick.
We got a pretty big bed.
Yeah, you're hilarious.
Could fit them in there. Is a college degree required? For certain jobs, yeah. How to make a cult video? Yeah, dude, I got you. You just start preaching that the truth is the truth with absolutism, and there's no other viewpoints. The other viewpoints are the enemy. That's it. Boom. How to start a cult. Also, try to like make them really tired. Don't let them sleep much. Love bomb them. Yeah, I think you'd be onto it. Is ageism real for programmers? Absolutely, dude. Absolutely. Ageism is real in a lot of industries. And unfortunately, like, seniority in programming doesn't matter. Like, in the airlines, seniority is a big thing. If you've been there for X amount of years, money for taco ingredients, you didn't have to do that, Shaky Ninja. Thank you. If I'm making 6 figures as a self-taught dev, should I get a CS degree to increase my earning potential? Your earning potential increases as your ability to sell yourself does, not your degree. Your company's not going to be like, oh, you have a CS degree? Another $30,000. Here you go. That's not how this works. You get more money by saying, hey, look, I want a 23% raise. Otherwise, I'm out. And you better have another job offer when you say that. But you don't get a raise by staying at the company that you're working at. You get raises by changing companies, and you try to change companies as much as possible while you're young, because when you get older and you've been in the industry for 15 years and then they look at your resume and see that you job hop, like you're still doing it, and you're older, they're going to think that you're a liability and they don't want to train you, even though that's what you did. Like, it's acceptable to job hop while you're new in the industry, but it's not so acceptable to job hop the longer you're in it. So that's why you got to job hop your way up to big money real quick, because you won't be able to do it later. College degree required for web dev? No. Do employers prefer guys with college degrees even if the skill level is the same? If your company likes the degree. I mean, a degree doesn't mean that you can make the company more money. They're too generalized. How long to learn Python? I'm glad you asked, Tim. It takes approximately 534 hours, 62 seconds. Should I use projects if I'm switching from a non-related field? Yes. It depends how non-related it is. You were looking into real estate. Did anything interesting happen with that? So I'm going to rent out my house pretty soon, and I've been redoing my house. My basement flooded 4 days ago. My basement flooded. I came downstairs, and there was like a whole pool. I was having a pool party. I put it on Instagram. You can go watch it if you want. But yeah, so I've been fixing up my house to rent it out, because the pipe in the water heater broke and I had to fix it. I had to become a Mr. Handyman, and I am the most mechanically inept person ever. And I know, you have a mechanical engineering degree. They're not the same thing. I know they might seem like it, but they're very different. One is theoretical and mathematics and a little bit of hands-on, and then one is like just a mechanic, all hands-on. And I'm not very mechanical. So like, me fixing up my house would give my dad the biggest laugh of his whole life, because just doing the simple shit around his house would be things that I would call my dad over to do, like changing sockets on the wall, changing outlets on the wall, hooking up the wires, redoing wiring and stuff like that. Like, stuff that I could figure out how to do, but I've never done before, and anyways, that's the real estate journey. I've been filming it. I can post a video about it. How long to learn HTML? 5 minutes. If you take any longer than 5 minutes to learn HTML, just quit. Do you play Valorant? Valorant's anti-hacking, anti-cheat system is a little bit too overbearing for my taste. The game looks okay, but I don't know. Is it good? I've never played it. Do you think being self-employed is a good idea? If you want to make money, yes. Does Lambda work for Indians? For other countries where ISAs aren't supported, you have to pay out of pocket. YouTube how to do all that stuff? I've been YouTubing how to do all the things around the house and teaching myself mechanical son right here, right? We have mechanical dad. Now there's mechanical son. I'm doing all the things. When's the ASMR channel coming? Well, you trying to get some ASMR. Ever coded a 3D game? Yeah, it's called Rocket Sling. It's on the Android store. You can go play it. It's pretty trash though. Is it a wise decision to resign from your job in the current environment without another job offer? Yes, it's always bad. It's always a bad idea to quit your job without another job offer, because then you're just dependent on your savings. Always have another job offer before you quit. Do you see a company named Fluke with 1,000 employees in the future? No need for the future, my friend. There's already a company called Fluke, and they make multimeters. And unfortunately, I'm not related to them. That sucks. Because I'd be loaded. What do you think about Unity versus Unreal? Unity is good for indie games and 2D games. Unreal has Fortnite money and blueprints, and they changed the monetization, so you only pay after your game makes $1 million. So hey, if I've already made $1 million from my game, or I make $900,000 from my game, I don't owe Unreal or Epic anything, and I'd be okay with making that. Is there ever a point as an entrepreneur where you don't feel guilty when you are trying to unwind instead of working on your business? Bam Bam, I've been struggling with this a lot. I don't know if you've noticed, but I haven't been posting as many videos. Probably nobody notices because I'm still pretty consistent, but I'm not like live streaming every other day. I haven't been posting videos every day. I've just been living life, and it feels guilty because I forgot how to do that. When you have a regular job, you know, Friday at 5 o'clock, you can go live for the weekend, so to speak, for those few days before you're back at work. Every day as an entrepreneur, every day self-employed feels like a Monday morning and a Friday afternoon. Saturdays have no meaning. Sundays have no meaning. Monday morning is the same as a Friday afternoon. It doesn't matter. It's really, really weird. Every day feels like Monday and every day feels like Friday. And it's really hard to just say, no, I'm not going to work, because you know that you could be working and making money. Or you could say no. But then, you know, well, just automate it better. But there's always stuff that you could be doing. What do you have to say for the guys or Reddit? Reddit hates everybody. Savage Frog. I don't know. What do you like more, I guess? So it's like working on a cruise ship. High wing planes or low wing? I've never flown any high wing planes. Just Pipers and a Diamond. Y'all want to see some? Y'all want to see? Look, I had another YouTuber. He was following me in my airplane, and we were flying pretty close together, and it was pretty crazy. Flying formation, but like it was crazy. Look, I'll pull it up. Where is it at here? Look at this. Oh. So here's me. I'm currently the solo pilot in this airplane right here. We're flying over Utah Lake, and then this camera is on another YouTuber that was flying with me. And it was a bumpy day, but it's a pretty dope shot, right? Like, it feels weird to think that I'm the dude in this plane by myself flying this airplane. It's pretty sweet. It doesn't look very bumpy when you're on the ground and you look up and you hear planes, but when you're in it, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, dude, it is so bumpy. He was pretty close. It looks so smooth. Oh, it wasn't like that. I think in like one of these seconds here, you can see me like peeking out the back window. Where's another shot? Here. This was pretty cool. Yeah, here you can kind of see the bumps. See, it kind of goes up and down like that. It's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool shot. It looks so crazy when you're actually in the plane and you turn around and you see another plane right next to you. You're like, holy shit. But yeah, this is Utah. I don't know. It's pretty cool to think about. Yeah, so I want to do this. I want to get myself a little airplane like this, and I want to fly out to you guys and visit you. Or we could do entrepreneurs in airplanes where you sit in the airplane with me and we talk about business and stuff. I think it'd be super cool. I don't know what you guys think, but... Looks like a simulator? Yeah, it does. That lake looking salty AF. That's the freshwater lake too, dude. This is simulator? No, that's real life, bro. It's like GTA 5. That was from Corey Robin. He flies here in Utah too. He was filming me on his Cub, his Super Cub, and then he peeled off to go land. Where are we at? I think he followed me to take off because his airplane takes off in like 2 feet, and my airplane takes basically the whole runway to take off. I know this isn't the content that you subscribed for, but I should be a pilot today. My check ride was scheduled. There's me. There's me taking off. It gets hot in the airplane, right? There's no AC or anything like that. But I was just getting some hours in. So he's allowed to take off as soon as my wheels from my airplane leave the ground, he can start rolling. But as you can see, he takes off in like 2 feet. See? Like I was like all the way down here. And so then he's got to catch up with me. There I am. Looks like a simulator, right? Utah looks like a simulator. I don't know why I don't film more videos outside. It's pretty cool. I think this would be cool content to put on the channel. It's just expensive. He got real close for a minute. Like right here. Yeah. His microphone wasn't working very well, so he's like, hey Josh, I'm just gonna peel off and go land down here on this random side of the mountain. And I was like, okay, see you later. Then he just peels off, and it looked exactly like what you think it would. Like in the movies, you know, when they're like off to the side, that's what it looked like. Can you tell this is what I'm excited about? This is like the shit I like to talk about. I don't care about reactor angular. But it kind of looks like GTA 5. Sorta. Yeah. And he just peels off to the side. Peace. And he just goes and lands randomly on the side of the mountain next to the road. Can you see me fly by? I wonder. Yeah, so I'd like to get a bush plane, but the plane that this guy is flying right now is probably worth 3 Lamborghinis. But what would you want? A Lamborghini or a bush plane? For me, I'd take the bush plane. Lamborghini's cool and all. Probably get some hot chicks with it, but like... I'd probably take the bush plane. Where am I? No, can't see me. Okay, rip, whatever. Anyways, thanks for coming to my TED Talk. Thanks, Edward. Doesn't Corey Robin fly with Trent Palmer now and then? Yeah, he's part of the Flying Cowboys, so he goes and flies with Trent Palmer. What? You can just land anywhere? Pretty much. As long as you're not creating a hazard and you're, at least 500 feet away over non-populated areas. Where's the FAA? You can land on roads. You can land on roads if you want. You can go land on a road as long as you're not creating a hazard, right? Just make sure nobody's like 1,000 feet around you in a little area. If it's a congested area, it's got to be 1,000 feet. You have like 1,000-foot like circle around you. But yeah. And then let's compare that with the flight where I almost fly into the mountain. So this is what I showed a few times in the stream already. What? Oh yeah, because you were filming it.
Yeah.
She was the one that was filming this, and she's like, I don't want to film this, but he might want to see it when he's in the hospital. So she kept filming it. Hold. So here I am. This is me. This little dude right here, like 500 feet up. Start swinging, and then swing into the mountain. Just about to smack, but nope, corrected it right at the last minute. Just kidding. Not dying today, Josh. Oh, I mean, I can laugh about it now because I'm not in the hospital, but like this moment right here, this moment where I'm just cruising down to land, I was just checking my pants. I was like, I shit my pants. Oh, here's the close-up version. It doesn't look so bad in the close-up version. But as you can see, I'm sitting very calmly and it starts swinging. And I'm like, oh, come on. So I try to correct it. And then I made it worse. And so then I swing around and I'm about to go into the ground. And then I correct it right at the last second. Fun. Oh yeah, I do have legs though, as you can see. I do actually have legs. Nobody ever sees them in my videos, but I do have them. Oh, I got a new phone. New phone call. Hello?
Hello, my name is Josephine with Seamless Healthcare. Now, it's been reported that over 40% of Americans believe that they're either paying too
No
much
way.
for healthcare
No way.
or are
No
unable to
way,
afford
dude.
coverage options.
For real?
We're working to assist consumers with finding
You are?
discounted coverage.
Oh, let me speak to your
So,
supervisor.
Would you like a free evaluation?
Legs are overrated? True. Is the entrepreneurial life lonely? I mean, it's as lonely as you want it to be, but being alone and loneliness are two different things. Everyone gets those health calls. I got a lot of calls from the IRS lately saying that I'm going to be arrested. I got calls from my local sheriff saying that I'm going to be arrested. All the scammer calls, you know. Let me see. How do you get so many BS calls? I don't know. I think once you answer, they note your phone as being answered, and then they sell that number to other people. What do you think people are too little bit aware of? Yeah, probably corporate culture. Everyone signs up for college because they think they're going to get this life-changing degree, and then they're going to get this great life, and then they're going to get their first few paychecks, and they're going to spend all their paychecks, and then they're going to be in debt to corporate, and then they're going to be like, well, I have things, but I don't have any time to use these things. Oh, shit, I have to go back to work. Now what? Rinse, repeat till you're 65 and retire. I don't think people plan that out very well. Does HR lady need a boyfriend? You need a boyfriend? Slide in the DMs. Has your camera been your best investment? No, actually a drill has. I didn't have a power drill until like a month ago. Changed my life. Everybody's simping for HR lady. Could you come collect some simp dollars like we're on Twitch for a second?
On Twitch.
Just go, yeah, like what, like come collect some simp dollars like the girls on Twitch.
No.
Just get your lowest cut shirt, but that's not TOS, and then come over and get some simp dollars. He's available. He just wants you to know that he's available. If you
He's available. You're not
null.
available, you're mine.
Null is available
Oh, geez.
for you.
Tell him what you think about that.
What? But thanks for being here. I hope you're having a good Friday. I'll be back with like some actual resume reviews or some phone calls or something for the live stream, or I don't know. Maybe we should play some video games together once. Josh plays video games on his channel for the first time, and it would be 2 years. HR OnlyFans with mock interviews incoming?
No.
What do you think? Possible?
We're not doing
You
it
could
all.
do like the stereotypical, just like wear the typical librarian HR outfit, and you could ask them interview questions.
No,
And then when they
absolutely
answer it
not.
correctly, tell them no.
No.
How do you stay motivated? No one stays motivated, Jarrett. Anyone that says, I stay motivated 100% of the time is a liar. No one stays motivated. You get motivated, and then you get disciplined. But typically, you just do the work when you don't feel like it, a majority of the time. And then after you it's like going to the gym. No one wants to go to the gym. They just go. They just drag their asses to the gym. They get in there. They do the first couple reps. And then by the end of the workout, they're like, glad I did that. Feeling good. It's the same thing with code. Same thing. I'll play the forest.
What's that?
No, she would freak out. It's a kind of a scary game where you're on a lonely island and there's like these people that inhabit it and they're like trying to kidnap you, and sometimes they'll kidnap you while your player's asleep and pull one of you into a cave and
Is
then
that worse than Dead by Daylight? Because we watched that before bed. I
yeah.
haven't had a nightmare yet.
No, yeah, it's way worse than that. Yeah, the forest is super scary.
No.
I stay motivated for the 100%. True. What does Josh do on a typical Friday night? What are we doing? Oh, we still have to go to the gym.
Mhm.
And then I might
Your
play
body's
some
so
WoW.
hard.
I might play some WoW. I've been working on something. I can show you.
I'll be doing
I'm not
all
proud of it,
things.
but I'll show you guys anyways. Every expansion, I play WoW and I max out every single class. I don't do any raids or anything like that, but I just like to play Flavor of the Month. The Forest would be great. Oh man. The Forest in VR. Here, this is what I've been doing lately at night for a couple hours.
So cute.
I don't know if you could see it. I'm looking on her monitor because she has my screen up. Can you see it?
What?
But yeah, this is what I do. I just play my characters, level them up.
Stop.
I should just pay, but
Look at him.
dude, he's just napping, bro.
They're so cute. Tell him he gets a blueberry facial on Friday. Next
No,
Friday.
no. Oh, skipped frames. Rip. Josh, have you ever made a complete game? Yes. It's lagging? Yeah, it was lagging. It doesn't... I have to set up my computer differently. It's like 5 FPS? Yeah. That's right, I fixed it. You fucking nerd. Dude, I know. It's alright. Dude, I thought you had a fast PC. True. Do you think a freelancer can't survive with just doing multiple projects on Upwork Freelancer with these being cheap bids? It depends on your cost of living. If you can manage to do the cheap bids, you're going to drive the market down to cheaper bids because they're going to see how far they can take it. But It's really up to your cost of living and how much you want to do it. You have a bunch of 120s? Yeah, dude. I got 2 left. Yeah, I have 15% skip frames. Have you heard about the new Half-Life game? I don't have an index. I have the old school. Can you hand me that? Just hand me the Vive. It's gonna, yeah. It's grab all of it. Grab the cords. Grab those big cords. Nope. It's gonna fall. There's 2 controllers are gonna fall. Yeah. This is the VR that I have. The old Vive with the really bad like screen door effect. I bought it to build VR games, and I don't know. It's not good. I think the Index is probably better, or the HP G2 headset that's coming out is supposed to be really good. I'm thinking about buying that to make some VR games. I think that'd be fun. But this is just, so bad compared to the ones that are out now. Who is HR lady? That's the girlfriend right there. She's an HR lady as her job, which is kind of funny, right?
Kind of. I'm a consultant now.
True. I actually want to see you code. Nobody wants to watch that. What does it mean if I keep getting into interviews, the second or third interview, but I don't ever get the job offer? It probably means that maybe the culture fit's weird. You could just ask. You're allowed to ask. Do you ever do automations like Python automation? I don't have anything to automate. How would you negotiate a salary job into a contract or find contract jobs? Contract jobs, you just go on Indeed and look for contract jobs. Start with part-time and contract specifically in the filters. To negotiate a job to be part-time, you say, hey, I was wondering if we could move my payment to 1099. I'd like to be a contractor and be in charge of all of my taxes. Now, I know what you're thinking. That might be a huge pain, but hold on. Hear me out. If you take me off your payroll, you will save money every quarter on payroll taxes because I will no longer be on your payroll. Not to mention, you no longer have to pay 7.65% employment tax because I'll be responsible for both sides of employment tax. And I'd really appreciate that. It'd be cheaper for you and gives me more autonomy over my job. That's exactly what I would say to negotiate from a W-2 to a 1099. It's literally cheaper for them. Only reason they do it is so that you can get benefits. You were promoted to cultural specialist. She has a pretty mouth.
I'll remember that. What?
Someone says you have a pretty mouth.
You.
But what that mouth do?
Sick.
Consultant lady, she's leveled up. Let's see some code. That doesn't happen on this channel. We only code. We never code. Just kidding. Yeah, we don't code here anymore. We just talk about career stuff. What can we do to earn more? Sell more products, but probably build a brand so that it's easier to sell more products. Can you outsource your own work to freelancers and do nothing all day? Yeah, I mean, that's what Tim Ferriss did in the 4-hour work week. And then, I don't know if it was him, but that's the idea behind it. And then he got caught and got fired. But if you signed an NDA and then you outsource that work to other people who didn't sign that NDA and you get caught, you're going to get in trouble. You'll have to charge more as a contractor unless you're starving for food. I mean, yeah, you should raise your rate, but the total compensation package will be the same for the company. You'll just be taking home more money. Because if they're paying you benefits, like insurance and stuff, that's costing them money, but you need to find out or try to guesstimate how much they're paying on benefits and then include that into your salary. How do you deal with job rejections? It hits me really hard. You didn't lose anything that you already had. You just lost a little bit of time. And honestly, think about it. Do you want to work somewhere that doesn't want to work with you? Every time I got a job rejection, I'd get sad and I'd be like, well, I didn't really lose anything except for the time I spent going through all these interviews. But also, why would I want to work with someone who decided I'm not good enough? Fuck that. You know? That's how I am, though, you know? More time to get better. Go get a new job at a better company who respects your skills and sees the value in what you have. But clearly, these companies don't see the value in what you have. So do you want to be pandering to them the whole time you're there? Because that's what you're doing in the interview anyways. Yo, the dogs are chilling, bro. Dogs are chilling. They're just, there's one.
He's so cute.
He's chilling. It's a hard life.
He never lays on the bed either. But today he is. Yeah. There's another one down there. Lazy.
Do you think it's possible for your first programming job to be remote? Yeah, absolutely. But everyone's going to tell you no. Everyone's going to say, well, it's better that you go in the office and you really get some one-on-one time with the developers. You can get one-on-one time with the developers remote too. The problem with remote as your first job is that they just don't want you to get stuck and then do nothing all day and then not say anything about it because you're afraid that you're going to get in trouble for being stuck, which isn't true because you're going to get stuck in the office and you're still going to go ask for help. But that's what they want to make sure, that you're not just going to get stuck, do nothing, not ask for help, and it's just going to compound until you have this huge amount of work that you couldn't do, and then you get in trouble and they fire you, and then it just feels like this giant lost cause. But yes, you can work remote for your first job. Stocks over realty? I don't have an investment plan for stocks. I don't know how to do it. So realty for me is a little bit better. Is that a sock on your mic? It's a ethically and organically sourced pop filter. Some may say it looks like a sock, but they just took inspiration from socks, okay? It's an adjustable vertical pop filter.
Actually from his foot.
Index funds. Index funds are okay, but real estate grows more because people are paying down your mortgage. You're growing in equity and you have cash flow. So stocks are just kind of cash flow. Hopefully 7% competes with yearly inflation. Twitch channel's offline. Yeah, I can't duo stream anymore. An ethically and organically sourced sock. It's not. It's a pop filter. It's an adjustable pop filter. See, it gives you some extra cloth to work with. Wow, so customizable. See? How much you bench? Last time I maxed out on a bench at 275. But that was at the end of the pyramid. I haven't tried in a while. I've been on keto, so why don't you code anymore? It's not fun for me. I have no app ideas. This is way more fun for me. Drinking G Fuel. This is Mr. Hyde, actually. What if you work remotely with full spine kit from employer? Don't do that. Definitely don't do that. That sounds like a crap employer. At that rate, you could just go into the office and be invisible. How do you find your first remote job? WeWorkRemotely.com is good. RemoteOK.io. Here, look, I'll walk you through it. But it's all in there. Actually, you can go find them all in there in the interview course. But I'll show you. Hold. This is where I find remote jobs. So here's one. Here's We Work Remotely. Just type that in, you'll find it. And then there's another one here. These are pretty decent places. And then you have Indeed. Tech Wander, welcome aboard. Thanks for being here. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for that. Were they pricey? Those lights back there are $100. They're from Best Buy. I can link them to you. What? Did I miss a comment? Yeah, the lights on the background are these. What?
What?
What's funny? I'm not gonna do it. CoffeeZilla and Josh have been talking, so I hear. We messaged on Instagram. I said, hey, I like your videos. And he said, hey, I watched yours too. And I was like, cool. And that was like the extent of our conversation. Josh, if the FBI were to raid your home, what's the weirdest thing they'd find? What do you think, bro? What do you think? What do you think they'd find? Just kidding. Favorite stand-up comedian? Dave Chappelle's pretty good. Bill Burr's pretty good. Daniel Tosh's pretty good. All the people that are really offensive are pretty good. Does HR lady ghost people? Yeah. She does.
What?
She do.
On what?
Do you think getting $900 a month as a Unity developer is okay? No, I think you're getting scammed. Josh, I'm a newbie career changer, 10 years to retire. What's the plan? What do you mean? Yeah, George Carlin was pretty good. I'm W-2 with no benefits. It doesn't sound like you have any benefit being a W-2 then. You get a slight discount on taxes because they pay half of your self-employment tax. But being a W-2 with no benefits is no benefit. It's literally costing them more money to keep you. But I guess they just want to have control over your business expenses. What's HR lady's Instagram? It's XXHR violation XXX 420.
Oh my god. I have none.
Interview Pro course is free? No, it's not. How do I become a diversity software engineer? I don't know. And I work from home. Riley, you should be self-employed so that you can expense your home office. If you're W-2 at home, like, you should be able to be writing off some of your phone. You should be able to write off some of your internet. You should be able to write off computer hardware that you buy. You should be able to write off like a percentage of your mortgage. Like, you should be able to write off all of these things if you're working at home as a W-2. But you're a W-2, so you can't business expense that. That's not good. How about avoiding competition if you want to make money? I don't know. Avoiding competition will just kind of put you in a weird area. Just do it better. Don't avoid competition. Just do it better. Execute better. What do you think about Biden? I don't think about Biden. When would you look at different tax filings for contract jobs? What do you mean different tax filings? The headphone brand is the Sony CH700. They're okay. I paid like, I think these headphones are worth probably like $40. I paid like, I think it was like $75. I thought they were going to be a lot more like bigger. What's your design process when someone gives you a new site to build? I try to put it in Zeppelin. Hopefully they give it to you in Zeppelin, so it's really easy. But if otherwise, you're just pixel peeping, I guess. Do you think engineers should unionize? It's not going to work. You could try. It's not going to work.
It's kind of pointless, and you spend a lot of money for one where it doesn't really have the power to help you anymore like it used to. Yeah, unless you're a government employee, like, don't buy the hype. That's my opinion. Don't waste your money. They're a nice sell, though. They're really good salesmen.
Let me see. Used to be able to at least itemize those deductions as a W-2. Yeah, you can't do that anymore. No more itemized deductions as a W-2. Does that Interview Pro have algorithm problems? No, it's not a coding course. Matt, it's going good, dude. Life is going good. I'm just glad that I'm still alive. What's up, Matt? I almost flew into a mountain yesterday. And HR was there to film it in 6K. Here, look.
No.
Observe. We're going to watch it again and again. I've watched this probably like 100 times.
It's like traumatizing to see it in person.
Yeah. It doesn't look that bad.
It was
really.
bad.
It doesn't look that bad on this video, but like
But when
be
you
me
saw somebody
actually flying
do it,
and then be HR lady on the ground.
yeah.
Like
We saw somebody do this exact thing and then have the whole fire department come out because he broke every bone in his body.
yeah. Look,
This
I'm not doing this
exact
role.
same thing.
The roles, I mean, I am somehow, but I don't know what I was doing to do this role. And then, oh, about to smack. Just kidding. I saved it right before I smashed into the mountain at 70 miles an hour. Glad to be here with you guys this Friday. Glad to be here. Like, this is what I should be doing. I should be cruising like these dudes up here at the top. Yeah, so crazy to me. See, like, I'm pretty calm. I'm not really touching it. I'm not yanking my hands down or anything. Then it starts swinging. And I'm like, oh boy. Here we go. Anyways.
No.
The role chooses you. True. Were you scared? I just remember I said, oh shit, at the apex of my loop. What's discussed in the course? You can go there. Read all about it. Do you need training for that? Yeah. Yep. I mean, you don't technically legally need it, but you should go get it. I did. I have certified pilot, right? It was a brand new wing. I was testing it out because I thought I wanted to buy it. Nope. So was that metaphor for Josh's working life? No, it was more like the companies. Metaphor for the companies I worked for. Did HR freak out? I
Yeah.
mean, not really.
What?
Josh
I
yeeted
dropped
himself.
everything.
When should I start looking at filing as an LLC S Corp? LLC you should file anyways. S Corp you should file when you have about 30K income because you got to do payroll taxes. C Corp you don't need a C Corp unless you plan on going international or having a bunch of employees or you want different types of stock. Can you have an LLC and be a 1099 contractor? It's the same thing. It's the same thing. An LLC gets taxed the same way as a contractor does, but an LLC is a legal entity that protects you. They can take what your business has and not what you have. What does HR lady do? She's a consultant for a company that goes...
Technology.
She goes and helps other companies with bad HR and helps them get better HR, which somehow is like an oxymoron because I don't ever see how you put good and HR in the same sentence. How do you go from bad HR to good HR? You would just go from bad HR to worse HR, and technically,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Take naps. Go to the beach.
This nobody cares about Corona in the U.S. Oh, they're demonetized. Oh fuck. Demonetized. Yeah, we're flying around, bro. We're not close to each other. We're in the air. Software engineering versus machine learning engineering. I have no idea. For self-taught machine learning, they're going to give you a bunch of shit because they want to see a degree for that. Should you LLC in the beginning? Yes. Yeah, you're sole proprietor. They can take what you have. You are your business. So if you get sued, they can take what you have since you are the business. And when I say they can take what you have, they can take your house, they can take your car, they can take your personal assets. When you have an LLC and you're doing work under the LLC, your LLC is there, right? It's there to like block you. Like, so now they sue the LLC instead of you back here, and they can take what your LLC owns. Your LLC might own some stuff over here, like a computer or whatever, right? Because that's what you business expense. That stuff that you buy with your business becomes business assets. So they can take your business assets, but they can't take your personal assets. You should always at least have an LLC, bro. Go get that. Look, I'll change it. Look, brand new advertisement. Go get that. What is an LLC? It's a limited liability company. Actually, LLCs are set to expire, but they expire in like 300 years. Was it hard to get a business credit line? Not really. They just don't give you very much. They just give you like $500 at first, if you want it. It's like an organic pop filter for sure. Would you take art for your channel for attribution? Yeah, sure. How hard is it to pierce the corporate veil? What do you mean? Do you need an LLC to start a YouTube channel? No. You still have to pay taxes yourself. All the money that I get with ad revenue, let's say I get like $4,000 from YouTube ad revenue. That's not taxed, right? So if I make $4,000 a month for 12 months, I make $48,000 a year from YouTube. That's not taxed. So what you have to do is you have to deduct 15.3% away from that for self-employment tax as an LLC, and then you have to deduct income tax after that. So you'd be looking at roughly, I'd have to run the math, but probably somewhere around 8K, 9K, maybe even 12K, depends on what your deductions are, but that's how much. So of that 48, you got to pay like 12 of it in tax, all right? And the more you make, the more you pay, unless you business expense, because then you don't have anything to pay. How do you have an LLC if you work for a company? Would you work for the LLC and then the LLC is owned by the company you actually work for? Yeah, you're just called a single member LLC, the owning member. That's what I am. I'm an LLC taxed as an S corporation, and I am the owner, and I'm also employed. So I pay myself a salary every year, but I don't pay myself like X amount of dollars every week. I just at the end of the year I say, yeah, this is what I paid myself. Management or senior developer in your position? Obviously middle management, not just management. I emailed and HR lady said they can't. Cheyenne, yeah, I don't know why the HR lady said that they can't tell you what to prepare for, because that's
What did I say?
That's pretty silly. He emailed me and said, what should I prepare for the job? And I said, just ask them. Just say, what should I prepare for the job? And if she goes, I'm sorry, we can't tell you what to prepare for the job, it sounds like they don't know what the fuck they're doing with their own job.
Yeah.
Do you need a CPA? For an LLC, you can just use TurboTax. You should be okay. As an S-Corp, you're running payroll. So yeah, you should probably get an S-Corp CPA. Josh, no degree, how to enter tech. It's okay, just apply anyways. LLCs are gotten around. Pierce leaving the owner no legal protections. She would have other. I mean, you can technically you could sue people if you want, but if you're doing work for another company as your company, it doesn't make any sense if they sue you legally unless you did something personally to them, right? The news on Patreon lawsuit. I did not. What is that? Register LLCs in the Caribbean? No, don't do that offshore bullshit. If the US catches you shifting money to offshore bank accounts and they find out about that money, you still have to pay taxes on that money. Just because you move your money to offshore doesn't mean you don't pay taxes. The IRS wants all the money from all the banks inside the US or outside the US. If they see that you have money on an offshore bank account, just because, oh, it's not in the country, you made that money, they want their percent. That's not how it works. Those people that have offshore money are just breaking the law anyways, basically. Siddharth says, what's the best way to get an internship? Never get an internship. Josh, who's your girlfriend? That one. What's the first thing you did when you started your business? Open a business account. Business bank account. HR OnlyFans confirmed earlier in the stream. True. This stream is sponsored by Treehouse. No, it's just a comfortable shirt. I actually have a tank top under this, but I just didn't feel like being a douchebag today.
You're not a douchebag. They just think you are when you wear it.
Yeah, whenever I have just the tank top on, I just look like a dude, bro.
That.
Look like a Chad, so.
You are a Chad.
Opening a bank account in the EU as a US citizen is really difficult. Yeah, it is. Yep. For me to open a bank account in Finland, I had to give them my passport, my bank account, or like my driver's license, all this information. EU countries are required to report back to America whatever money you make. It's silly. So if I made 100,000 in Finland, they would let the US know, and the US would say, hey, Josh, hey, we heard that you made over $98,000 a year. That means you have $2,000 left that you owe us taxes on because that wasn't part of the treaty. We're going to need that tax, Josh. How do I get work experience? You just apply to regular part-time software jobs or junior software jobs. Favorite YouTuber? I don't have one favorite YouTuber. It depends on
Jenna Marbles.
pick a niche.
Marbles.
Do you think it's possible to start an electronics company in North America without outsourcing production to China? I don't know. I mean, financially, it's cheaper to do that. So, like, how much do you want your profits? Like, do you care? I guess. Well, how flexible are your morals? Plane maintenance is expensive. How do you cope since income is not consistent? I mean, you just do your best to plan, I guess. Americans get taxed as expats? Yes. If it's there's actual, like, an amount. It goes up a little bit every single year, but if you make, I think it's, the last time I checked in 2015, it was like $98,500. If you make over $98,500 in another country, anything over that, you have to pay taxes on. Would you ever want to work in a game company? No, I'd just be an indie dev. Our LinkedIn skills test, thank you for the 5, by the way, Steven. I had to learn Python for a work project 6 weeks ago and passed the test yesterday. Doesn't seem credible. Yeah, LinkedIn skills assessments are kind of a meme. Start investing. Investing is a very wide word, my friend. How's the skill pack sales going? I'm not a millionaire, not 100,000-aire. It's okay, I guess. I don't sell like 1,000 a day or anything. In a plane, is there any risky approach that you've always wanted to do? No, not really. How much coffee do you drink in a day? I know, I don't actually drink coffee. I finished a coding boot camp. We had Angular and Laravel, and I found a job with Vue. Is 29K, wait, what? 2K9? 2,900 good pay per month? No, that's 3,000, 36K a year. What? What do you think about recruiters giving you an offer via LinkedIn? True or scam? I think anyone that just gives you an offer on LinkedIn without even saying anything to you is kind of probably a scam. Do you jet ski? I'm going jet skiing tomorrow, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm going jet skiing tomorrow for the first time.
All the wave mark.
Why never get an internship? Because there's no difference between an internship and a junior developer position. There's just no difference. Selling skill packs as a millionaire, true. Does being a YouTuber bring taxes? Yes, I paid like $40,000, $45,000 in taxes last year. And it's exactly what you think it's like. At the end of the year, your accountants say, "Hey, Josh, hey, look, we know you want your money, and we know you like having your money, but the IRS, that's their money. You're going to have to give us that money, Josh." And you're like, "But I don't want to." And they're like, "All right, well, how does jail sound?" And you're like, "Well, okay, I guess you can have my money." Imagine going to jail for tax evasion is the biggest meme, because instead of paying your taxes, you go to jail to live on other people's taxes. Doesn't make any sense. Best country for software engineering. I don't know. Do you want to have employee protections? Probably Europe. Do you want to make a lot of money but have no protections? USA. How different is driving a car from a plane? Very different. Like on a car, you just go left or right, forward or backwards. In a plane, you go left, right, up, down, diagonal. Also, don't stall the plane. Also, you can never stop an airplane until you get it back down on the ground. So just think about that. No red lights in the air. No chances to take a break. No stop signs. Just don't stall. It's our money and they want it now. Yeah. Should I wear makeup to hide my age when I apply for a junior dev job?
No.
Todd?
You should never have to wear makeup, period.
No.
It shouldn't matter.
Yeah, Zach, exactly. Autopilot. What? You think we're millionaires? You think we got private jets here? There's no autopilot in the planes that I fly. Build my startup or work as an employee? Why not do both? Doing both is probably the most pragmatic option. If you have a side hustle, build your side hustle, go to work, make money. Is freelancing website good for starting web development? What does that mean? What bike do you ride? I have a 2012 Speed Triple Triumph. Red and black. What would be good to get a first job? For full stack development or machine learning? Probably full stack. Why don't companies focus on things employees want, like dollars and time off, instead of forced cringe to show they care? Because it's cheaper to give you honey nut whatever, like give you cereal and breakfast and food every day, than it is for them to just pay you more money. It costs them $5 to give you snacks. It costs them, thousands of dollars to give you a raise and time off. And then the double bonus is if they feed you every day, that why even go home? Why would you ever want to leave? Does the HR lady have a YouTube channel? No. The thirst is too real.
Yeah, that's all it would be.
Do we have to pay taxes even if you earn through freelancing? Of course you have to pay taxes if you earn through freelancing. If you're a freelancer, you're self-employed, you're an entrepreneur. Anytime you make $1 outside of your own job, you got to pay taxes, my friend. What type of phone you got, though? A busted-ass Galaxy S10. I don't know when this happened. I don't know when it happened. See this? Look. I've never cracked a phone in my life. I don't know when this happened, but...
Tell them how you decided I should get the new iPhone though when it comes out.
Oh yeah, new iPhone. iPhone 12 supposed to shoot 4K, 120.
It's not even regular 4K though. It's, what is it? 120 FPS?
Do you think it's possible to get into Google as your first job? People have done it.
If you believe.
Holy smokes. I have a Galaxy Note and I love it. The new one? Buy a phone cover. It isn't a phone cover. This is the I took it off. That's why I didn't know it was cracked until I took it off. Yeah, it was like, get a case. It sits in this all day. You support Samsung corporate? They got good phones. What you mean? Thanks for all your life advice. Helped me a lot. I doubled my salary with your advice. Congratulations. So you got a new job, is what you're saying. Your thoughts on Georgia Tech Online Master of Science? Why would you get a Master of Science in computer science? Just get a bachelor's and.
Why would you get a master's?
Yeah, masters are kind of a joke, bro. Masters only get you more money if you work in the education system because you're paid based on your degree level. But in real life, your master's is a joke. And when it comes to like development, when it comes to engineering, unless you're in research and development, higher degrees don't really matter. It's all about what you can do for the company to make it more money. Have you seen a healthy software developer? I've seen a healthy gamer. If you have a job and your own business, you get taxed as an employee or a sole proprietor. You get taxed as both. You get taxed as both. You get taxed as an employee from your job, and then whatever money you make on top of that will also get taxed as income tax, and you got to do self-employment tax on that too. It's the same thing. You get taxed in both places. The money that you make by yourself is going to get taxed harder. Bro, Unscripted is awesome. It is. You mentioned development was out of the question because you don't see the product flourishing afterwards. Just do the tickets. Would WordPress full product be more interest than doing tickets? I mean, kind of. You get to build a portfolio that way. It's up to you. Some people just like doing tickets all day, every day for 40 years until they're 65. Or 70 probably when we get that old. What up, George? I have a bachelor's in business administration. All right, good enough. Good enough, dude. Just teach yourself how to code. Spending money and time on hustles, projects, startups is much more rewarding than buying stuff and succumbing to lifestyle creep. Yeah, I would agree. Material items only take you so far before you run out of time to use those material items because you're so in debt to having those material items that you have no time to use those material items. College is not a scam. You can't say college is a scam. It's just like an investment that has a very low return based on what degree you get. And they teach you stuff. They're not guaranteeing you. If college were to guarantee you a job and then you didn't get a job afterwards, then it would be a scam. But you sign up going to college knowing that it's up to me to get a job and they'll help with their alumni support, customer support. Like, it's not a scam legally. It's just kind of a joke. Are free courses on Udemy worth it? I don't know. Have you ever thought about doing the empty house lifestyle?
No, absolutely not.
It's not because I like to.
Even a little.
It's just because she likes to decorate.
Yeah, no. We're gonna put a big Christmas tree in that. It's gonna be beautiful.
I have a degree in electrical engineering, and I've only been able to get one job earlier this year, and they let me go at the end of probation. Should I just switch occupations? Like, lots of jobs will just let you go at the end of probation. I find engineering jobs like aerospace, mechanical, civil, electrical, mechanical, all that type of culture is good old boys. It's all about it's not about what you know, it's about who you blow in most corporate positions, and it's especially true in those engineering areas. Computer science is like most of the time the dude running the business has no idea how the code works, so he's just like, yeah, just pay them what they want and we'll fire them later. Well, I'll get my yacht. But, I mean, technically that happens in every area. I'm entirely self-employed, but I only make $8,000 per year. That's all I make. Do I pay tax on that? Yes. Yes, you do, sir. Anything over $600, I believe you have to file. You should be able to become a surgeon without a degree. Nah, dude. Nah. We should at least go to Udemy. We should at least have Monday 99% off Udemy sale and go to Udemy University to get our heart degree endorsements. Thank you for that, Jim. I hope you're doing well. You didn't have to do that. My horrible micromanaging boss's last day was today. You should have given him some corporate Kool-Aid for his next job. I have a nonsense BS in electrical engineering. Most people do. Like, the technical work isn't done by the people with engineering degrees. It's done by the technicians that are told what to do by the people that are in the engineering positions. So this is how the corporate world works in mechanical engineering, electrical engineering, civil, whatever, blah, blah, blah. This is how it works. The new kids graduate from college. They go get their corporate degree, or they go get their corporate job with their engineering degree, and then you have to tell technicians what to do. So, because the technicians aren't engineers, they didn't go to college, but even though they're doing harder work than you, they're hands-on, they know more than you, they're doing more, like the actual wrench turning and that stuff is done by the technicians. And so these new guys graduate college and they get put into the corporate job and they're supposed to tell the technicians what to do. And you have these dudes that have been technicians for 30 years, 35 years. They know way more about this job than you ever will, you know? And you have to tell them what to do and they have to take orders. And so for a lot of people, this power kind of goes to their head. And the engineers that basically do nothing all day, but, well, we do the hard math and the design, and it's not fucking hard. They're just doing computer crunching numbers and stuff. And then you tell the people what to do, and it just goes to their head. And that's how corporate jobs work for engineering. And the technicians usually hate the engineers, and the engineers usually hate the technicians. Twitch or YouTube, which is better for streaming? Twitch is probably a better streaming platform overall, but it's harder. You can't grow on Twitch. You have to grow somewhere else and then move to Twitch. Can you teach yourself to be a technician then instead of a traditional engineer? Usually you're trained by the job. A lot of the technicians were people former military that didn't go to college, or they only had a few credits of college, or yeah. What music do you listen to? I like rap, metal, soundtracks.
So many soundtracks.
Lots of soundtracks. I love soundtracks.
I love Jocko set to music.
Oh yeah, motivational stuff like job market in Germany for people who aren't fluent in German. Like, no, Germany doesn't hire anyone that doesn't speak German, basically. Even if the job's in English, Germany's like, you need to know fluent German. Because Germany. Josh, you should teach on Skillshare. I've tried to do that and earning good money. Do you get to control your prices? And yeah, do you get to control your prices? James Kelly, thank you for the 10. You didn't have to do that, man. I hope you're doing all right. Who is that at the back? That's a HR lady. Soundtracks, probably Hans Zimmer. Yeah, all the soundtracks. All the soundtracks. What do you think software jobs are like at Hill Air Force Base? Jared, I don't know. Probably pretty bureaucratic. Government jobs, good luck innovating in anything.
Also, good luck getting a government job unless you're a vet.
Any updates on your family? Got a new family, bro. Her parents are pretty chill. That's not true about German. That's a very German thing to say. It was sarcasm. I know sarcasm in Germany is understood differently, but I'm just saying, like, Germany is very bureaucratic. Germany is the most by the book country ever. Because I applied to jobs there. I had a bunch of colleagues that were from there. I had a bunch of fellow students that were from Germany, and like, it was so by the book, like by the rules. Mad props. Thanks. Hey, thanks, Desmond. You didn't have to do that. So I could start a business. Cool, dude. Good luck, sir. You should create an online web programming university. There's already a million of those. Just go to a boot camp. Or actually, wait, hold on. Yeah, do self-taught first. Go free. Don't pay money. Go free. What do you do if you're self-employed making the same as if you were employed 30K but don't have any corporate pension scheme? Is it worth freelancing using a pension scheme? In the US, we don't really have pensions like that. We have 401ks. You can still invest into a 401k if you're self-employed, but it basically depends on what you pay yourself, and then you can match what you pay yourself, so it's like you're paying yourself double, which is kind of silly, but you can deduct it from your taxes. I don't know if that made sense. Take HR lady on a nice date. We're about to go to church after this. What do you mean sick? We're going to the gym, the Church of Iron. You're the sick one. Bro, church doesn't mean get naked. Church means go to the Church of Iron. Look, you think look, she's got a nasty mind. Skillshare is like Netflix. You get $0.5 per minute. Oh, that's interesting. It's an interesting monetization rate. Josh, master's degree doesn't matter to get a coding job. I was about to study master's. Should I get a master's degree? No. Is this live? Yeah, it's live.
Yeah.
She's thinking about the Church of Bone.
So we subscribe to a lot of church.
The Mecca of muscle. Best self-taught free path to learning web dev. Gmail user, thank you for the $1.99. Free Code Camp and the Odin Project are where I would start. They're free. On my website on grindreel.com, there's a little front end roadmap and a back end roadmap. They're free. You can go download those, and it will just like walk you through the technologies that you should learn. Hopefully that helps. Seems like you're happy. Yeah, we're pretty chill. It seems to be a lot more chill if I just take a few days off, but I thought taking a few days off or just not posting as much would like really destroy my YouTube channel, but I mean, it hasn't destroyed it, but like things have gone down, but it feels a lot more chill. It feels good to just hang out, you know? Do you think more people should have a YouTube channel? I think more people should have a brand. How long to learn C++? 69 hours enough? No. What up, Portala? Does the business course startup go through the methods of where to establish your business for tax purposes? Desmond, there's really three places that you want to start a business inside the United States. Wyoming, Delaware. I know I said three, but I was going to say Nevada, but Nevada's too expensive. So you can either open it where you live, but if you live in California, don't open a business because it's like $500 a year to renew it and $800 to open it. So don't open it in California. Here's my shit. Here's my entity. You have to, so if you open your business in another state, you have to get this thing called a foreign entity registration. and that's what it's a little card that they send in the mail or that you hang in your office. I just renewed mine, so you can open your business in another state. I'm trying to like not dox myself here, but basically this is my foreign entity registration card, and I just renewed it, and that's all you have to do. You just have to fill out one of those for the state that you're in. Florida has good laws, but you have to live in Florida. Washington State, no state tax, $150 to renew. Wyoming is about $50 to renew. I don't have to pay any taxes to Wyoming, so that's where my business is located, in Wyoming. So here's the actual. You can see it says LLC. Hold on, it says LLC foreign on it. I don't know if you can see it. No, not really. I don't know. Anyways. Do you need to register a legal entity if you own a hot dog stand? I mean, you don't need to. You can make money by yourself without owning a business. You're just called a sole proprietor or a freelancer. Where can you learn all this business lingo? I just read a lot of books, and then whenever I call my accountants for my like quarterly business review, I ask them all the stupid questions. I ask them all the dumb questions, and they probably don't like talking to me, but also sometimes I know more than my accountants now. I told them, I was like, hey, what do I need to pay someone that lives in Canada? Because I have someone that I split product with, and he lives in Canada. And they were like, well, let me look into that. And I was like, because I already did the W-8 and filled all that out. And they were like, oh, you know more than me. What do you think about Amazon FBA? It depends on what you're selling, what the fees are for shipping, right? But yeah, I just open your business in like Wyoming or Delaware. You don't have to pay any taxes to those states. You're one of those clients. Oh yeah, I was like, how do people like put their money in offshore bank accounts and not pay any taxes? And they're like, yeah, see, those people are just breaking the law, Josh. You're not actually allowed to do that. And I was like, well, how do all the rich people do it? And they're like, they're just breaking the law. And when they get caught, they'll either pay off the IRS and not get caught, or they will just go to jail big time one day. Can you see my message? I sure can. Which books? Unscripted is pretty good. Glad you didn't die. Hey, me too. Thanks, Shane. Thanks for being here. I want to hire you for an amazing amount of money. $16 a month? I know, dude. That's so rough. I'm sorry that they don't pay you what you're worth. Will you do a video flying aircraft? That's a good question. Probably when I get my pilot's license, and it's my airplane. So how many offshore accounts do you have now? I don't even know how to open an offshore account, but it wouldn't matter because they're gonna know if you put money in it. Actually, did you know this? Here's a fun fact for the chat. In the United States, the banks have what's called a drawdown rate. Every time you withdraw more than $10,000 at a time from your bank account, your bank lets the IRS know. You can put $1 million in there. You can put $2, $3, $4, $5, $10, $20 million into your bank account, and nothing doesn't matter. They don't care. But as soon as you spend more than $10,000 in one lump sum from your bank account, your bank says, hey, IRS, this person is spending large amounts of money. And this all goes on behind the scenes, and you don't know about it. But if something's looking shady, then the IRS will show up at your door. Well, you have kids become super wealthy. No, I'd probably just give it away to people. You should become more active on Twitter. I don't know. I'm always on my phone. I don't want to manage more social media.
No.
I don't want to spend more time just getting yelled at by Twitter.
Yeah. Does anybody use Twitter anymore?
Yeah, a lot of people do. But everyone on Twitter's like, people on Twitter are like Reddit. They hate everything.
I don't know anybody who uses Twitter anymore.
IRS doesn't see Swiss bank accounts? That's not true. They sure do. Unless you're like in Switzerland. But if you're a United States citizen and you try to open a bank account in Europe, any EU state or Schengen area state will require you to fill out a bunch of forms that says, we are required by the IRS to submit your information if you try to deposit a whole bunch of money in here and then withdraw it. The 10K limits because of the fractional reserve system? Yeah, it's true. Would you recommend using LegalZoom to set up an LLC or do it yourself? Go buy this. LegalZoom's going to charge you $700. This is $300. I tell you how to do all of it for like $50 or $80 or $100. Depends on which state you open it. LegalZoom is, I don't normally shill, but like I almost opened my shit with LegalZoom and it was $700 and I figured out how to do it myself and I was like $200. What's up, Kenny? How are you, dude? Do you listen to the JavaScript Jabber podcast? No, I've been listening to The Baby lately. Does that count? Or like Jack Harlow, does that count? That's the same thing, right?
I thought that was you.
Only way you can get around it is to marry someone and open it on their name and funnel the money that way. Yeah, but even if you funnel the money, the bank is going to see where it's coming from and the IRS is going to see where that money's going. Retired as Google CEO, I wish. HR, how tall are you? I think you're like 5'2".
5'7".
She's like 5'2" though, because like when you're 6'2", everyone is like 5'2" to you. If you were an airplane, what would you be? Probably like a Harrier. Do you 420? No. I don't do anything. I do pre-workout before the gym.
He does pre-workout 4 times a day.
Good eye-opening stuff. Hey, thanks, Imre. Ever dabble with electronics? I've been fixing wall sockets on my house. Does that count? I've messed with Arduinos before. How many lines of JavaScript do I need to know before I become a tech CEO? At least FizzBuzz. You got any crypto? Shane, I have some, yeah, I have some Ethereum. I have like 13 Ethereum. I have a bunch of, what else do I have? I had some Salt, but Salt's worthless now. I have a bunch of random cryptos. Did test grow your chin? No, I don't think so. Do I have a bigger chin? I have a bigger,
You've always had
more
a good
like Chad.
jawline.
What's your credit score?
It's my favorite.
I'll tell you this. It's over 9,000. How essential is Python in engineering? It depends on your job. If your job requires Python, they'll let you know. That was a total troll, but thank you for noticing. You're welcome. What's 13 Ethereum worth? I don't know. It's not too much. We'd have to look at coin market cap. Oh, Ethereum went up a bunch. Cool. What is that? 13 times 350. 4,500 bucks. And then I have like a little Bitcoin, a little Litecoin, some other things. I bought them a while ago. How much React do you need to know to get a junior position? It's subjective to the job. If you can make what they need to make, if you can make what they need you to make so that you can do the job, then that's enough. What does that mean? Some people need you to just do like basic components and stuff. Somebody send me a message. Oh, dope. Cool. You need 7 reacts to get the job, Josh. You need to know exactly 7 reacts. Nice. What did you buy Ethereum at roughly? So I bought Ethereum all over the place. I bought one Ethereum when it was $1,500 because I was an idiot. I bought another Ethereum when it was like 185. I bought most Ethereum when it was between 100 and 400. So I'm probably not, 4.5K sounds like a very good date for you, an HR lady. No way, I'm not going to sell my Ethereum. I want my Ethereums to be worth like 15 grand each. I'm just going to hold on to it. Are you going to pivot the channel? It's been a slow pivot, What's up, Jared? How are you? Do you know anyone who game devs for Roblox? I'm pretty sure there's some dudes in the Discord channel that talk like they do Roblox dev, but I don't know if they work for Roblox. Do you agree that real men use Linux? Yes. I was so dumb. I was so into crypto for a minute back when it was popping off like 2017-ish, 2018-ish. I did Robinhood. If I had just kept my freaking Robinhood, I would, oh my god, dude, I have like 100 grand right now. I invested in, I bought a Amazon stock at 900 bucks. What? Robinhood's an app where you buy stocks. I bought like two or three Amazon stock for like 900 bucks. I bought Nvidia, I bought Netflix, I bought Tesla when it was $226. I had like 6. How much do you deadlift? I got close to 400, but I haven't done it in a while because I'm on keto and I'm weak. Do case examples of Uber projects who apply our skill packs? We could. Tanya says, will you do these activities again after that? Yes, 100%. Where's the Amazon stock now? Mostly, I lost out on Tesla. I sold all of it. It crashed one day and I freaked out and I sold all of it and I broke even. But if I had just hold on to it, I would have made like 100 grand. Do you read Keto Gains? Not that often. Why did you sell? Because I'm an idiot, Shane. I sold because I freaked out and I didn't know what FOMO was and I didn't know what HODL was. I was too new. I was just like, oh, let's just buy some stocks for fun. And so I bought Apple, I bought Disney, I bought Activision stock, like Blizzard stock. I bought Amazon, Tesla, AMD, Intel. And I didn't spend that. I put like $2,000 in it or something like that. And I'd have like 100 now. Feels bad. Feels real bad. Try not to think about it. Have to ride the wave with stocks. Yep. But I was too, I was dumb. Feels bad. Have you considered doing app reviews for users create? Nah, not really. I don't know if that would be fun. Who got you into keto? Kino body? No. I just like it. My body doesn't like carbs. I get fat easy. What crypto are you in? A bunch of different random ones. I'd have to look. I have some Litecoin. I have some Cardano. I have some Ethereum. Monero. I got some Tron. Monero. I used to have Dash. What else? I got a whole bunch of basic attention tokens. Those are cool. What else? I think I might have like a wave, some waves. That's about it though. All good stocks. Feels bad, man. Yeah, it feels real bad. What is HR lady watching in the background? My stream. She has my stream pulled up on her laptop. She's just moderating chat. What stockbroker do you use? I use Robinhood because I'm dumb. Did do it myself. You were not ready for stocks if you worry about the highs and lows. I know. Tell me about it, chat. I was not a smart man. This is why. HR looks pretty bored. I don't think she's bored. She's probably just scrolling Instagram. Yeah, she's just scrolling Instagram. They're so worried about you.
I know.
I gotta take care of you. I gotta babysit you. I gotta make sure that you're. I have to simp for you at all times and make sure that you're 100% happy.
I'm sorry. Who does what around here?
Are you a Wall Street betser? I read it, but I don't actually do it. Will you start corporate in the future? No, I'm good. What do you think of Treehouse? It's like Udemy with a subscription. Some of the classes are good. Some of them are out of date. But it's the same price as Udemy. So it's like Udemy, you get one class for like $20. Treehouse, you get like 100 classes for $20 or whatever the cost is. Do you actually use Brave? Yes. Well, I don't use the browser Brave, but I mean, I have it and I've used it a little bit, but all my stuff is synced with Chrome. Waiting for a why you should never invest video? I don't know. I just don't have like a plan for it. I don't have a strategy. Your supplement stack? I take potassium, omega-3, some TRT. What else do I take? Finasteride. I said that one. I made 2,000%. Oh, see, I held in the crypto bubble. What devices are you? She uses a Mac because she's invested in the Apple ecosystem. I use Windows and Android.
But you're the one who told me I should get the iPhone 12 when it comes out.
Yeah, I don't want to buy iPhone. You can buy it.
So.
You get to upgrade for free anyways.
Yeah, we're just friends.
Yeah, we're just friends.
We're just friends. That's what they were saying about Jenna and Julian too. Just friends.
Okay. Are you on the juice shot? I've been on TRT for a while. I don't make any claims about it. There's a whole video about it. That's right. I didn't give you any sides. I have no sides. No sides from anything. No sides from finasteride. No sides from testosterone. I mean, just some gains, you know. If way. Oh wait, no way. You should use Brave. You could pray. Oh, that's cool. That's dope. "17-year-old hacked Twitter. What are your thoughts?" I don't know why he's not out doing other things being a teenager. Go get a girlfriend or something. What brand of laptop are you using? I'm on a desktop. I have a Asus ROG over there though. How much does TRT therapy cost? It costs me $195 a month. It's a flat rate. So if I need to change my medicine or I need to change the prescription, it's all flat rate. It costs me the same amount every month. If they need to give me more estrogen or estradiol reducers, you know, AI or whatever you want to call it, it's a flat rate. So like I went back and I got my testosterone checked and my estrogen was a little too high, so they gave me some AI. Still $195 a month. Dude, went into the bodybuilding competition? True. I don't know. I don't drink any whey protein right now on keto because it has leucine in it, and that will spike your, well, kind of spike your blood sugar and kick you out of keto.
But it tastes the best.
It's pretty good though.
Yeah.
First time catching a stream. Well, happy to have you. Okay, I'm gonna go to church now. The Church of Iron. Will you fail a drug test if you're on TRT? No. It's not illegal to be on TRT. It's all like I have a doctor. It's all prescription based. You know, I'm not getting any substances off of like the dark web or anything illegal. It's all, they don't check for that. Like the typical drug test, I guess they just check for like amphetamines and THC and, you know, it's like typical stuff. But like if you take like a dope test for like the Olympics or something, then yeah. But it's not illegal. When on TRT, is it necessary to keep hitting the gym? In other words, does it accelerate making you fat? No. It actually helps you maintain muscle. Grabbing food and heading out. Homie McCool, hey, thanks for being here, dude. Appreciate you. Go get swole. We're about to do it. We're about to go get strong. It's chest day. So chest day Friday. It's gonna be good. The company I have did my intern asked me to show my arms for a drug test. I mean, it's kind of weird, but they're probably just checking for like people that, you know. Say hi to HR lady. Says hi. Ben, thanks for being here, dude. All right, well, I'm like her personal trainer. She's been making pretty big gains. Like when she first started training, like she could lift like 20s for dumbbell bench. Now she's lifting like 40s. Monday is traditionally International Chest Day. I know, but I'm on like a rotating schedule, so it's chest day. It's chest, back, shoulders, break, legs, arms, break, rinse, repeat, and so that rotates through the week. So this week, Friday is chest day. Tomorrow we'll be back, and then Monday will be an off day. It's weird. Okay, I'm gonna head out. Thanks for being here, guys. Hope you have a good Friday. I'm forgetting. Am I forgetting anything? I guess that's it. Do you have to wear a mask at the gym? It's up to you. How important is a diet when working out? Do you eat a lot when lifting heavy? Depends on what you're trying to do. If you want to put on weight, you gotta eat more. If you want to lose fat, like for me, keto works the best for me. For losing fat, like body fat percentage, I maintain muscle mass pretty good. And then you bulk back up. Try to get some more. But all right, I'm out. I'll see you later. Y'all have a good one. Peace.